Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty. Oh, Martin, you can't hit a Martin, act right. We got white people for the countries for the double
Good night, everybody. I'm done.
Oh, God, my head.
I got brain freeze from doing that, huh?
Am I bleeding?
Oh, Martin. Yeah, but we can't see where. How you doing, man?
I'm doing better.
Oh, well, don't die just yet, Martin. Can you last for at least an hour?
I can do that.
People, welcome to the show. I'm one of your critiques, Korey Coleman. I got Martin Thomas over here.
Goddamn
Martin,
right.
Martin letting loose today. Got that top button unbuttoned.
Shirt on tucked.
Yeah.
It's summer, baby.
Oh, hell, Martin.
Ready to get down on some of these criticisms.
I know. Look at you. Loose cat daddy right there. I like it. Oh, and Korey Goodwin. How you doing, sir?
Doing well, man. How about you?
I'm doing great, people. I'm ready to talk about these movies right here. And I feel so good because, we got a full house today.
We do.
Yeah, look at this.
It's odd for a Wednesday.
I know. Look at this audience right here. Martin.
Yes.
You got a dog?
I do.
Yeah, you don't know your dog leaves during the day when you're at work, going out there getting cocaine and whores and all kind of stuff.
I expect she does.
Coming back home, laying there like, hey, I do nothing all day. I've just been waiting on you, master. Yeah,
Never seen her do that.
Oh, you haven't seen that side yet?
No.
Oh, people, our pets, they have a different life to themselves when not around. In fact, our pets, they want us to go to work so they can go out and have adventures and live life. Quit kissing our ass all day. And that is the premise behind the secret life of pets. When we go off, we do our daily lives, we just think that our pets sit at home and just wait for us by the door. And sometimes they do. But occasionally, something big will happen. They'll go out and have this adventure, live life more than we ever could, and we don't even know about it. They live a secret life, if you will. And in this, what causes this secret adventure for Max, voiced by Louis C.K.? Well, Max gets a new big brother, Duke, voiced by Eric Stonestreet. And Max ain't down with that. Max is like, no, hell no. I'm the only one around here. I ain't sharing this love and affection with this fine-ass chick I'm living with.
Yeah, he barely gets enough for himself.
He's like, I put work into this shit. Every day for hours, I stand at this door. And you just gonna come in here and just think you gonna get it like that. Without putting years into it. Hell no. So when a little friendly, well, not so friendly rivalry happens, they find themselves out in the world, the city streets of New York, getting chased down by the dog catchers, and while trying to avoid them, also also on the run from a militant group of animals who feel very badly about humans, the ones that abandoned them. Oh, so much that these pets do. I'll just tell you this much. Me having seen a lot of movies, especially family films, animated family films, and with my background animation, having studied animation for a while.
Uh-oh. That corn pipe about to come out? That monocle?
As an animation expert myself, I have to say I've seen quite a few things that are similar, and I have. I mean, I don't mean to be that guy, but there are a lot of things that I see repeating themselves in animated movies, and especially in family animated movies. And don't get me wrong right here, because if you watch what I'm about to say, you'll see it too. And I just want to make clear right now that the characters I like, Max is cool, Duke is cool. They're funny dudes, man. I like them. Together they make kind of a good comedy duo. Louis C.K. makes a better. I would never imagine Louis C.K. as a cute little dog like that. Oh, nasty mouth of his, but he does a fine job. Funny thing about Louis C.K., I've always look at him right there. I've always imagined Louis C.K. more as a koala bear. To look at that shit. he even got the bald head with the hair on the side
and the two puffs on the side.
yeah. I mean, so I've seen them different, but it works. But if you watch again the rivalry that goes on between Duke and between Max, you're going to see some similarities between something else.
Katie's going to be so upset when she sees that. Katie's going to flip out when she sees how you trashed her whole place.
Oh, it's just one vase.
Oh, that's a shame. This could only be the work of a dangerous stray who hasn't laid down a foundation of trust.
Well, Max is a dick, man.
Hey, man, he was justified. I mean, this whole situation, it escalated fast to something that was like prison.
He escalated a good chunk of it, though.
Yeah, man, he did. Max.
He was getting bullied. He did what he had to do.
Yeah, and you kind of right.
I mean, he was getting physically bullied,
like
pushed
Duke,
around.
Duke was about to do some like prison rape shit.
Yeah,
to him,
he was.
My bad, punk.
You're the new dog. Now sit.
Oh, hell no, not the flat screen. No, Katie will both y'all answer that shit. She just got that shit at Best Buy too. The hell with you. But we all know who this is. I mean, if you look at this, it's very similar. Think about it. You have two beloved but dull objects that when humans leave, they seemingly don't do anything.
Sure, and
But-
anthropomorphize either objects or animals.
And you think that when you gone, they just sit there waiting on your ass all day. But no, it's Buzz and Woody, man.
No, you could break it down completely. Like the one who has been living there the whole time, who feels threatened by a rival.
Yeah.
They get separated from the pack. They're on an adventure to get back home. All the other supporting cast are going after him. They run into some like them that are kind of twisted.
Exactly. I mean, it. A lot of people say, "Oh shit, this ripped off Toy Story." And it did, but Toy Story, I mean, we've all seen that you've heard me talk about this lately. It's the animated films where they use the story, the old tried and true story of we leave home, go on an adventure, and got to get back home.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, the thing is, if this was the first thing to do that, it'd be like, hey, but we've seen it done in pieces in so many different things. You hardly even attribute it to Toy Story anymore.
Yeah, it is true, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, a lot of these things, and I'm going to be talking about this for a little bit because it really is having a bearing on how I see the movie. I don't think it'll do that for kids, but for someone who's an adult who sees a lot of movies like this, I'm seeing a lot of things, and the reason why I'm saying it can't rip off Toy Story specifically is because one of the things that I really have been bugged by in animation, especially with Disney films. You hear I love Disney all the time, but one of the things I never liked about Disney is that Disney will always find a way to have, and a lot of films do this, not just Disney, but you get these movies where they have a lot of characters, but for your supporting characters, to add some color to it, they got to have a sassy black comedian. They have to or a smart ass black actor to do that. I mean, hell, Eddie Murphy made a whole career off of this.
I'm gonna just stop talking. Finally.
I dare say he started it.
No, it was before that. I mean, if you look at The Lion King, Whoopi Goldberg, and Cheech Marin has made a career off of being, the sassy Mexican sidekick. I see that a lot in. I'm not gonna say it doesn't bug me any than any other kind of thing I see in animated films repeated, but it is something that does stand out to me, and I notice it, and I'm not very fond of it, and in this case, it's no different. We got Kevin Hart, who plays a bunny named Snowball. I wonder if they did that shit on purpose, getting one of the blackest comedians out there to play a little white rabbit,
Or
named
because people
Snowball.
often call rabbit Snowball.
What's that?
I mean, the tail. It's easy to call a rabbit Snowball because of the tail.
That's racist. But,
Species.
the species is. How dare they? All rabbits got to be cute and fluffy. But they got Kevin Hart, but it is a clever joke. I mean, there's some funny things that go on with this character. He's leading. It's funny because he's got a black voice and he's militant. He's leading a group of animals who hate human beings because they've been abandoned by them, and they hate other animals that like humans.
We are the flushed pets, thrown away by our owners, and now we're out for revenge. It's like a club, but with biting and scratching.
Take us with you.
I don't think so, pets. Yeah, you got the stitch domestication all over you.
That's a mad rabbit.
I'm saying pets like it was an N-word.
Only my friends can say that. Rabbit like got rabies or some shit. Little mad ass rabbit. I mean, it's some clever lines like right there. I love that. You know, you got the smell of domestication on you. You know,
Yeah.
it's some
Y'all
clever.
a bunch of house niggas.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
That's pretty much what he's saying. I'm so sorry. I told him not to say that word, but you know he can't help himself. Little rabbit got him hyped up right now.
Militant rabbit.
I know. Y'all might want to run. The rabbit saying, "Kill all the white people," except me. We hardly, you know, this for a big budget movie and from a big budget studio. You know, they're not going to take a whole lot of chances. And it's not a problem with me in that they're doing that. The problem is that it's happening so close to each other. You know, we just talked last night. We talked about the movie Trolls. We had a character in there shitting cupcakes.
Cupcake?
You know, animators love to have characters shit.
They do.
They really do. They love when a character takes a good shit. I mean, you see that joke? We just saw that. That's a movie that's not even out yet.
It's like a long-standing embargo has been lifted.
Oh.
They're like, we can do this now?
And they shitting all over the place now. That movie's not even out yet. And yet in this film.
Uh-oh.
Look at that cat is like, you just shit in front of me like that. You know, animators love to literally scare the shit out of characters, man. And it's something that we see a lot. So yeah, when I'm saying that we see these things repeating, it's not that I expect something different all the time. It's just they happen so close to each other. We can even get the same actors in the same movies right now. Albert Brooks was just a fish. You know, he was hanging out with Dory and Nemo. In this, he plays a hawk.
Yeah.
A hawk who actually has to befriend he has to like cut back on his impulses and his instincts of eating other animals so that he can make friends with people.
Well, you got there, that little white dog is Jenny Slate, and she was just in Zootopia.
That's right. That is right. So, you know, we're seeing a lot of this, even though in this scene right here, like in order for the hawk to make friends with, and that's Gidget right there.
Yeah.
In order for him to make friends with her, they have to hang out with each other. And man, I like Gidget. Gidget goes hard because Gidget got a crush on Max, the Louis C.K. dog. And fuck with Max, I dare you. Gidget be on that ass.
Okay, he's too stupid to talk and too ugly to eat.
I'm done playing nice. Where is Max?
What?
Tell me.
I can't. Let me finish. Ow! Help me!
Don't look at him. Look at me. Nobody can help you. Where is
Look at me.
You better tell that dog when Max is.
The second she said that line, I was like, she is dead serious. She better tell her something.
She ain't fucking around.
Don't look at him. He can't help you. Like, oh, shit.
You better give it up. If that was so scary to some kid, there was a little girl behind me. You know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
There was a little girl. She saw that dog go wilding out like that. She's like, Dad, I don't want to watch this movie no more. Yeah, you say, yeah, you don't want to see this shit.
This is real.
This shit is real.
It's how it is on the streets.
Get the kids the fuck out of here. Nah, man, it's even up to a point where this movie is almost like Finding Dory. In Finding Dory, we had an octopus. It's like there's animal carjackings that are repeating each other. And an octopus stole a truck at the end of Finding Dory. And this, we got a rabbit that stole a bus and doing a car chase. Now,
It's just snickering over there.
like, you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Where'd he get a bus? Yeah, exactly. They just yanking people out of cars, you know. It's like an animal apocalypse going on. But when you get right down to it, it's when you get an animated film like this, it's what the animators do with the movie. If the animators are having fun, no matter how unoriginal the movie might be, it'll come through. And the audience will have fun. Today, I'm not even lying, for 10 minutes, I went through a loop of those fucking headbanging dogs. Look at that little twat. I watched this shit for a loop today, man. I love those dogs from behind the couch.
like, what are they doing in between?
It's like there's Muppets behind it. You know, that's what sold the movie to a lot of people. For real, Lauren. That's why you wanted to see this, right? Because these damn headbanging dogs right here. Because I sold it for me. I laughed so hard with that. And when I'm looking at this, there's so much that the animators do. They put a lot of cool visual gags in there. There are a lot of jokes that really are laugh out funny. But Illumination, they're the people that do the Minions and Despicable Me. Say what you will about, because Martin hates the Minions, man.
I ain't crazy about Despicable Me either.
Martin hates Minions. And I think they're all right. But would you say this, Martin? Would you say that Illumination at least has some of the more unique designs out there in their characters? Okay, I'll take that as a no. I'm looking at your face right now.
Well, I mean, not in the Minions movies or the Despicable Me movies. I don't think they do. Here they do.
Okay.
I think like here they didn't really have much of a choice because I think this is the first time they actually did like fur and different things like that.
You know what? There were a lot of texture effects and particle effects. I mean, like the fur on Duke. The fur on Duke looked real, man.
Well, each character looked like they had a different designer and animator.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like I look at a lot of the.
And I guess that's the case in a lot of movies, but it was like each animator or artist really took their time, like they were trying to outdo each other.
I'm really impressed by what they did, despite all the complaints that I had about the originality of the movie. I don't know what do you guys think?
I think you hit the nail on the head when it comes to the originality. That was the one thing I felt was really lacking when it came to this movie. One thing that they did really well in here that I haven't seen a lot of animation films do well was New York. They actually made New York look like a fun, bright, amazing, interesting city. It makes it engaging.
Yeah.
It didn't really feel like it was inspired by much. Maybe the animation, I'll give it that. The animation was inspired, but the story and basically just how everything wrapped itself up at the end was just bland.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at you like you can whoop your ass.
Keep on talking.
And I like Minions.
Martin, you agree?
No.
Wait, so you really did want to beat your ass just now?
I mean, but I am shocked because this studio, Illumination, my problem with the Despicable Me movies and the Minions and all, it's just how generic and bland they are and how they don't take any chances and they just do the minimum. Like they do a mediocre job and know this is what's going to sell because it's chicken McNuggets. Not even the characters look like them. And here it was like, man, they really went all out. I mean, to me, the strength of this movie is that the animation and the humor and the writing is so much that all that stuff you brought up that is legit, how much it is Toy Story all over again, didn't bother me even a little bit. Each character had its own personality. The voice actors, I thought, stepped up even more. Like Albert Brooks, in Finding Dory and Finding Nemo, he's Albert Brooks.
Yeah.
Here in this movie, as what's the vulture's name? I mean the hawk's name. I can't remember.
Hawkeye.
but he was like I had to stay to the end credits to make sure that was him because I kept going like, damn, I cannot place this guy, and I think it's Albert Brooks, but I'm not sure.
Tiberius.
Oh yeah, Tiberius. Yeah,
Tiberius.
What?
Tuberculosis.
And even Kevin Hart. What I discovered watching this movie is like, okay, Kevin Hart. He basically for me is where if the writing's weak, I can't stand him. He's on my nerves. If the writing's strong, I think he works really well with it. And here he seemed to be like really enthused, and they had enough, like almost everything that's Rabbit said, as much as like it might hit that like, oh, it's Kevin Hartism, it would end on a good punchline. And like, yeah, I had several laugh out loud moments. And I thought it was gonna be one of these things with Angry Birds. So I'm like, because I was having a good time, I was like, oh, but wait, it's gonna let you down again.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the credits are rolling. And no, I enjoyed it from the beginning all the way to the end and with no dance number in it.
We're talking about how unoriginal it is, but this movie is a landmark film. This movie is actually, and I'm serious, this movie has made history right now. And a lot of people are subtle, a lot of people didn't know this, but this is the first movie that's released as a first big budgeted multi-million dollar animated film, family animated film from a big studio to do.
Katie brought home a new dog.
Show the assholes on animals, man. Martin, that never happens.
We had to wait.
Martin,
we had to stop the show.
Martin, that never happens, Martin. That never happens. They have never done that in an animated movie.
Let's hope this doesn't happen.
No,
again.
Martin, I want you to acknowledge this shit. Look, tell me, Martin, when the last time you saw an asshole on an animal in an animated movie, a family animated movie that was $1 million plus on the big screen. You've never seen that shit right there before.
The Lone Ranger.
That ain't it. Did they?
He was riding a horse. He was an asshole on an animal.
Wow.
And he's worried about me stopping the show.
Both of y'all got a problem.
I ain't got no problem. Proof is right there. Look at that shit and acknowledge it, Martin.
Stare it in the eye.
Look at it, stare it in the eye. And tell me that you see history in the making right here.
Bend to its will.
Yeah. All these years I've been wondering what cartoon animals been doing. They've been shitting through their mouths. They've been throwing it up. Now, finally.
This was what you asked for out of Zootopia, though.
Okay, you're right.
Oh, fuck. You got it, Martin. You going to look at me like
Gee, thanks for the help.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Korey.
You're welcome.
Point power, man.
Don't fuck with the chorus. People, I'm gonna give some extra points because that asshole right there, and I'm
Because of him or the asshole in the movie?
both. Okay. And I'm going to give this. I want to give it a matinee. I'm gonna give it a good matinee. Kids will enjoy this. Families will enjoy this. They're not looking for the originality like I am, and I know that. Do I ask for more? And do I think it's going to get obvious at some point? Yeah, I do. So I think they should start kind of diversifying right now. But down the line, that'll happen. Right now, this is pretty cool. And that's why I give it a matinee.
Okay.
What about you, sir?
Like with the voice acting especially, I think you hit the nail on the head 100%, except for one person. And Kevin Hart was the one I thought was just insufferable. I couldn't stand listening to him. Every time he get on screen and do his Kevin Hart-isms, I'm just like, oh, here we go. It's kind of stalling the movie. Again, I like some the animation choices they did make with a lot of this stuff. I like the way they moved, especially when they brought out the snake when they were in the sewer. That was like a creepy moment for everybody, including the adults in this film. But overall, man, it was just really bland, and I got maybe one or two laugh out moments. I loved when they brought in the older dog that was the paralyzed one. Oh, he was my favorite part of the movie. Like that's when it kicked in. I was like, all right, I'm having a little bit of fun now.
That's Dana Carvey. Is it Dana Carvey?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dana Carvey does this thing in the movie where he's an old dog, and that's what I'm talking about with fun sight gags. He's an old dog where everybody goes to his owner's house like it's the club.
Yeah,
he knows everyone, and I thought that was a really funny scene. Dog snipping ass and everything. I thought Dana Carvey actually did a good job at that voice. Too.
Yeah, he did a great job,
and
especially
I agree
the first.
With you on Kevin Hart, man. I didn't want to say nothing because I know he loved, but he was kind of getting on my nerves.
Yeah, he was grating. He was
It's because
insufferable.
you guys know Kevin Hart. If you didn't know who he was and you just saw this.
I know who he is too. don't make me get my high voice.
Rental.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, there's other adult movies, other family movies out there that adults and kids will get more fun out of, and I think this is one you could just skip over and go see something else. So a rental for me.
Okay.
Wow. I felt the opposite. Even though the animation maybe wasn't on the same level as far as craftsmanship, and it didn't have as deep of a story. It was a different tale. That was the humor. And everything else about it was just enjoyable. I enjoyed it as much as I did Zootopia.
Man, got you choked up.
No, I mean, that's because I'm phlegmy. But but yeah, no, in a different way, I enjoyed it on the same level as I did Zootopia. I give it a full price.
Really? Brother, I gotta stop it. This ain't no Zootopia. Right?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Pretty much I just said different, but same enjoyment.
No, it's not the same, bro.
Okay.
All right, same.
That's
Martin,
fine.
how can you say that when you complained about not getting an asshole in that movie? Oh wait, you got it here, so that's why you like
That's
this
why
as much.
it was a matinee.
Yeah, he gonna get on me about that. It went up a point because that point right there, Martin.